Hello friends, a very warm welcome to today's session. And today we are going to discuss about two important topics. First is what are different types of cloud? Second, what are different types of cloud services? So starting with the first topic, what are different types of cloud? We have got three categories here. The very first category being private cloud, second public cloud, and third hybrid cloud. In a private cloud, it's like the cloud which is open only for your employees. For an example, let's say I'm a company, and traditionally it was like employee, they had to come to office and they were given only desktops to work. Now that you have laptops and you have that flexibility to work from home, there is a content that at times you need to connect to company database or company sites to upload or get some data. Now it's not possible for you to come to office, and considering that you are sitting at home, I will have to make those services available over internet, right? For you to get some important details or connect to office database, I'll have to make those things available. So in private cloud, the things are like, at the company, I'll share my services over cloud, but those are available only for my employees. Or the public here, audience here is very defined who should be able to access. Even consultants might have access, not only the employees, consultants as well. But it's not open to public. It's only open to limited audience and a defined audience. That's private cloud. Under public cloud, it's open to everyone. So for example, uh, your Google Drive, like, sorry, in fact I shouldn't say Google Drive, but Facebook and those kind of clouds are open to everyone. So everyone can simply log in and kind of register. It's not open only for particular employees or Facebook employees or only limited. It's open to everyone. It's all you just need is a kind of login and have your credentials. So that's kind of public cloud. Um, Amazon and Azure, GCP, they are offering public cloud services. So all you need is you need to register on their portal. You need to have your own accounts. Maybe you need to link those accounts with your credit or debit card, and you are good to go. So that is public cloud. And third one, hybrid cloud. So this is a combination of a public cloud and private cloud. So let's talk about a company which has got employees, and now the company has got products as well. So uh, many products are open, like you can just have a online flavor of those products as well, right? So you can simply like log in through over internet and use that product. So here now we have two sets of audience. One is public and the other is employees. So some services might be open to the public, while other might be open only for my employees. For example, to get the attendance and the working hours and all those things, I might host those applications on cloud, but those would be available only for my employees. But my product, which might be some social networking site, it might be open to everyone. So it's a combination of hybrid cloud. So my certain services. So I'm into hybrid cloud where I have some services over public, some over private. So that's all we had under different types of cloud. Now let's talk about what are different types of cloud services. So we spoke about Gmail or mailing as a service, and I clearly mentioned in my second video that these public cloud providers like Azure, Amazon, and GCP, they are providing more than one service. As an IT, you need a lot of services. You need messaging, you need mailing, you need firewall services, you need servers. So there are a lot more services. In fact, I should say more than 150 plus services required, or required in the sense Amazon right now offers more than 150 plus services once you have their Amazon account, the cloud computing account, in fact, not the shopping ones. So now talking about all those 150 services, they can be categorized into one of the services, into one of the types of services that I'll be discussing now. So what are the on a broader level, those categories are: first is IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. Second, SaaS, that is software as a service. Third, PaaS, that is platform as a service. And fourth, which is rarely being talked about but has come up recently, I have seen, FaaS, that is function as a service. Let's try to decode each one in detail quickly. IaaS as a service, that is infrastructure as a service. What is this? So now we've very clearly discussed that you can create your web servers on Amazon and you don't have that overhead to look for those servers. So here you are creating a server which is the kind of infrastructure which is being managed by Amazon. So this is infrastructure as service. And being on cloud, it's a pay by drink model. That means if you are using this server for 2 hours, you will be paying those charges for 2 hours. If you are using it for a day or a year, you'll be paying charges, hourly charges, or maybe upfront. If you make a upfront payment, you'll be paying yearly charges for that server. But the management stuff is all over. It's a overhead of Amazon. So this is infrastructure as a service. Now, second, software as a service. Now, what is this? The very fact that you have been using Gmail or Google Drive, this is nothing but a software as a service. Now, let me explain that in detail. So, Gmail or Google is offering you a mailing service. So all you need to do is you are just using that service, mailing service. You haven't designed that service, and you are able to use the features only which Gmail has introduced. If they have got Hangout call, you will be able to use that. They have got G Drive, you'll be able to use that. They have got mailing, so they have integrated lot many services under this mailing or Gmail service. So all the features that are available under this mailing, you'll be able to use that, and those are controlled by the provider. If those features weren't available or made available by provider, you wouldn't be able to use that. So that is software as a service. So mailing software is kind of made available by Google, and that is what you are using. You are just using software which is serving your purpose. Software as service. Okay. Next is PaaS, that is PaaS, platform as a service. This is very important to understand. So Amazon has got a kind of, you can say, service called Elastic Beanstalk, which is EBS. And under this, what would happen is, so let's assume that I am a developer. Now, I'm really not bothered. I'm very good at coding, but it becomes very tedious when someone asks me to learn about how to create a server, how to deploy that, and becomes very clumsy. What if there is a service and that helps me to create the infrastructure? For example, I just upload my code, and that code itself would create a web server, would create an application server, and maybe a database. So whatever would be required for my code, how great that would be, rather than me learning those infrastructure networking things. Instead of that, I'll just focus on my coding. So I'll understand, I'll just work on my coding, upload the code stuff over the service like Elastic Beanstalk, and that itself would create the backend infrastructure over cloud or over Amazon for me. So I don't have to bother for that infrastructure. I don't have to spend time on learning that infrastructure, right? So that is platform as a service. Hope you have got it. The last one, which is function as a service, very least spoken about, but this is an important topic, upcoming topic, I would say. So you have been using devices like Alexa, right? So all these IoT devices that you have been using, Internet of Things. So you just give some voice commands, right? What do you think is happening? So there is a piece of code that is running at the back end on some server. So now this code is called function. And how is it triggered? It is triggered by your voice command. For an example, just like you switch a light on and off by a switch, you just press that switch on and off. In the same way, you give instruction to Alexa by calling it that name keyword, invoke the when you say Alexa, that is an invoke keyword which invokes that function, which runs that code, and whatever song you ask Alexa to play, that song name is taken as a keyword, is searched for, and that song is played. So this is function as a service. You don't have any server by your on your account, but Amazon runs this piece of code on their own servers. Of course, there needs to be some server or some processing device to take your instruction and process it, right? So this is worked behind the scenes on Amazon servers, and the thing that triggers this job is function. So basically, those are Lambda functions. There is a service in Amazon called Lambda function. Don't worry, we'll cover that in detail in later topics. But this function, this Lambda function, is triggered when you give any command to Alexa. So there's a lot more into this space, but I just wanted to give you a quick understanding of these types. So that's all we had in today's session. Please write in the comment box how did you find this session, and also let me know if you want to understand any more topics or you want me to speak on any topic. So see you in the next section. Goodbye.